So you say it's anonymous-ish. What does that mean?
We say anonymous.
Anonymous. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, well, most people don't even use that feature. Most people just post, under their own name. But we have this little toggle that if you want to complain or say something that you wouldn't normally say, or maybe say, like, something about a secret admirer, you can flip this switch and a little Groucho Marx mask will show up instead of your face. And we say anonymous because we can't make sure that somebody won't find you out. Like, if you're only following one person and that person posts anonymously, then you know who it is.
So basically, you don't want to post if you don't want anyone to
right.
know
So
who
we
you
don't
are.
want to. We don't give the wrong impression that you're definitely going to be, in the clear.
Okay. So how exactly does this work? I mean, you can post things with prompts like "the best," "I'm thinking," "check out."
Right. It's like, it turns out people like to express their opinion on the internet. Who knew? And we decided to just make that a really fun thing. So we start them off with a superlative statement, like the best or the worst or I love. That's how we came up with the word super. It's just shortened superlative. So we start them off with these emphatic statements, and then as you're typing, we're searching in the background for an image, and then the next screen we slip an image right behind there, like the best is interviewing at Bloomberg, and then Bloomberg automatically shows up behind it. If you don't like that, you can choose a different photo or a piece of art. And then it's, it was kind of inspired by that artist Barbara Kruger. And I started out as an artist. So for me, this is just kind of going back to my roots, being fun, being creative. We're not claiming that we're disrupting any market or, creating some kind of global innovation that's going to change everything. We're just having fun.
So on that note, it's been said that is jelly over? Jelly, obviously you and I have talked a couple times over the last year.
You love jelly.
I did. And it kind of fell off the app charts.
Yeah.
Is jelly still happening?
We still have jelly. We're going to update it for iOS 8. The people who use it love it, and when it works, it really works, so we're not going to get rid of it. It just wasn't fun, Like, if it's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that if something's fun, then people will use it. And if a lot of people use it, then it has the potential to become important. But people were using jelly to do their homework, like literally to do their homework.
I was looking for travel tips.
And that's great, but it's not fun. And if something's fun, then you have a greater chance of hundreds of millions of people using it, and that's when you can really make a dent in the universe, So we went back to our roots, my roots, totally fun, weird interface, kooky, big type, capital letters, just artsy,
Can totally fun, quirky, weird become huge, big company?
Who knows? I don't know, I mean, when we started Twitter, we were laughing and having fun, and we didn't... It's not like Jack and I sat down and we're like, let's build the global news feed and topple regimes. No. We were goofing around. We were like, isn't it cool that we know what our friends are up to without even asking them? I said, what if we made every tweet into a big web page and I just made this huge font? Wouldn't that be funny? We laughed and I did it. And we were just having fun. And that's the key. Like, if you're laughing at work, then you know you're onto the right thing.
People are comparing super to secret, which is most certainly not fun. I mean, it's quite controversial. It's not the most respected app out there. What do you think of that comparison?
Well, I mean, they're comparing it because our images are square, and you can put text on top of an image, and it's square. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that looks like that. But it's very different because 95% of our stuff is public. And so nobody's saying anything mean or nasty or anything. They're mostly saying fun, intriguing, interesting, cool, weird stuff,
What would you compare it to?
I would compare it to, like, designing a little poster. I mean, it's... I jokingly to the team said one time, it's like you take a tweet and you put it on top of an Instagram, except the tweet doesn't need to be good and neither does the picture. But together, they look like this cool little thing, and then you can share that out to other social networks, and you've made like a little cool poster, a little work of art.
Do the messages disappear, or are they out there?
They're out there. Yep, just push them out there. And you can delete them if you want to.
And when it comes to, you know better than anyone that it's important to get Mindshare, right? When it comes to getting Mindshare, how do you think this is going to stand out against all the rest?
It launched less than a week ago, so I think the Mindshare is going to be kind of around the creativity part of it. It's fun, it's creative, and because of that, it has potential. And we don't know what the community is like yet. We're just going to have to see. We're just going to look for patterns and encourage what we like.
Now, this is the first time you've been CEO. You've been CEO now for how long?
About a year. About
a year. What have you learned? What surprised you most about being CEO?
Well, I've learned that most of the job of CEO is communication. Because if the board doesn't hear from you, they think you're doing a bad job. Even if you tell them, we're doing a bad job, they're like, okay, good, he knows he's doing a bad job. He's doing a good job. Like, it's almost comedic. You have to constantly be in communication with all employees, everyone on the board, and I take my work on Sundays and I email everyone who uses the app too, and just tell them everything that happened this week. So I'm spending like most of my time, half my time communicating, the other half working on the product, and it's a lot of typing.